Good morning, YouTube. It's a very cold one outside today, and I've got to be a bit quiet this morning because I have sleeping people in my family after I've gotten the boys to school. So everyone's had a bit of a rough night. But I thought I'd give a quick update about what I've got going on inside on today, the Tuesday the 20th of July, and it's creeping on into the middle of winter, and we're all starting to get excited for spring. So I have just some rescued coriander and lemon balm, I think it is. That one's coriander, I think. And that one's the lemon balm. And then I've got what is taking over my bench top here at the moment is I'm having a go at doing sweet potato slips this year. So basically all you do is I've just got these very cheap plastic flimsy tubs from Bunnings, and they don't cost very much, a couple of dollars, and I've put in the sweet potato tuber inside, and then within a week or two you get all these roots. They'll come from one end usually, or underneath. Let's fold it on that side, and then what will happen is then the sweet potato slip will sprout. This is a very new one. It's probably about, I don't know, 4 days old. And they will grow and grow and grow. And that vine up there, probably a couple months old, and it's been taking over. So to actually get them to grow, we've actually got ducted heating in our house, and the house temperature doesn't really dip below 15 degrees. Day or night at the moment, so overnight it probably hits about 21-22 degrees, and so I've got those happily growing there in this little microclimate inside. So there's nothing super special about these sweet potatoes. I picked them up from the fruit market, and some I've even picked up from big supermarkets, Coles or Woolworths, mainly Woolworths, not that that really matters. Given them a bit of a wash, and then just basically dunk them in the water and make sure that most of them is submerged under. And then the main thing to remember is that the ends are intact, so if they're cut off it's not particularly going to work. I find it's just going to get mouldy and rot. I've had a couple of casualties, but these ones seem to be doing well because they have their ends intact. So what I mean by that is that's not cut and that's not cut, because usually it's one end that forms the roots and the other end that forms the shoots, but there are some exceptions, as you can see here on the side. This one's super healthy. It's got all the shoots up this side. Got some roots there as well, got some roots underneath. So what I find is when you've got the shoots at a decent size, about this size, we'll try and submerge them underneath, because then I'll lift it up, then they start to form roots at the bottom of the slip, and what you're essentially going to do is snap that off when it's got enough roots to sustain it, and pop it in a pot. And these ones are quite healthy. I find for overwintering them, to doing them inside before it's warm enough to put outside in the ground, this is probably the best size to put them in the pot. If they're too big, I find that they get stressed, and I've actually had to take the sick leaves off this, but the tip is fine and it's still growing, but it's just harder to maintain inside, and it'll end up going everywhere. So that's that. I saw this at Bunnings, and I thought I'd give it a go, but as you can see, I'm not having much success. It definitely needs a lot more hot, humid environment that I've got going in here, and more stable temperature. this I couldn't pass up. So Bunnings had these for about $5 something, $5.20 I think. They're called Little Coffee Pot. They're little Arabica coffee plants. They're probably about 5 to 7 centimeters tall, and most had 2 to 3 plants in the pot, which I found was really good. In a couple of weeks I'll separate these out into their own little pots and try and baby them from there and see if I can get some coffee plants growing. So that's basically all I've got going on inside at the moment. Just a quick little update. It's freezing outside, so I won't be going outside this morning, but maybe this afternoon I can get an update in. Alright, thank you, until next time. Bye.